My name is Sam Williamson. I'm a lecturer here at the University of Bristol, and I do a lot of research into energy access. So how people use energy, how people generate energy, and how people develop their systems. I've been working with partners in Nepal for the last 15 years looking at small-scale hydropower systems, and more recently we've been looking at how people use this for electric cooking. I've been working with partners in Brazil looking at what we call DC microgrids, where people generate electricity using photovoltaic panels and then combine these up together to be able to form a network system. We've been working also in informal settlements in Sierra Leone and Uganda looking at how people access energy, where you've not got very much infrastructure there and the service provision is really difficult to achieve. So an ECR is an early career researcher, and at SuperGen Energy Networks Hub we consider, if you consider yourself an ECR, we consider you an ECR. So anything from sort of PhD type level upwards basically. The Hub supports ECRs through a number of different mechanisms. In the last phase of the SuperGen Energy Networks Hub, I myself was an ECR in that. And we worked through seed corn funding to support ECRs to develop ideas for research projects and enable them to be able to have that little bit of funding just to be able to get consumables, to get time, to get travel, to be able to develop those research ideas that they have, those sort of seeds and kernels of ideas that they can grow into larger research projects. We also developed a travel fund, which enabled ECRs to go to conferences, to be able to network with potential collaborators both in industry and academia. And it just enabled that movement of ECRs, which they don't tend to get because you don't have those sort of spare bits of cash that you can just use as more established academics have. ECRs were part of the Flex Fund work that the phase one of the SuperGen Energy Networks Hub did as well, and so £100,000 was used to be able to support ECRs across the country to be able to develop amazing research projects, and we've had some really incredible impact coming out of that, including ECRs being able to move from more junior roles within academia up to associate profs, and also sort of policy level interventions in terms of the research that has come out of this as well. So the Hub has put in place a lot of really good support work for ECRs through phase one, and we're going to take that forward through now and try and really support and drive that support for ECRs, but we're going to be led also by ECRs. What do they want? What do you want as an ECR to be able to support your career? And we're not just thinking about academic careers as well, so how do you take that on then into industry as well? How can you move from academia to industry? What do you need to know? We've run services around careers and workshops and conferences around that. We've thought about how you present your ideas, present your research. We've enabled networking between industry and ECRs to be able to link them together both for research projects but also for future jobs as people move out of academia as well. And just there every step of the way. And we have that community that are able to then talk to each other and say, what did you do once you finished your PhD? How did you get that first research job? How did you move from PhD into industry? And we have those talks and those chats. And I think for me, the most important thing was that community and being able to talk to people about ideas and being able to talk to people about things, because sometimes you can feel very isolated as a researcher, especially if there's no one else doing the same sort of thing that you're doing. And so being able to have those conversations with somebody who's been through that already is a really, really empowering experience.